friends, welcome back to Truthatude. We're on the floor today hanging out with the puppy, and if you like my shirt, it's from the Orlando Dog Mom Club. This is an amazing group of ladies who have the cutest puppies and share amazing videos and all kinds of content, and they do all kinds of good things in the Orlando area, so major shout out to the Orlando Dog Mom Club. Hey! If you have watched any of my videos, you know I love strategy, I love rituals, and if you want to be one of those people that actually makes progress in your goals instead of just being busy all the time, I highly encourage you to be very mindful and deliberate with how you spend your time and implement some strategies and some rituals into every day so that you can feel balanced and productive every single day. So I really wanted to share with you how I break down my day, and I am like uber planner, and I often would get stuck in the planning phase and not really move into the execution phase, and then I felt really overwhelmed and I just had this endless to-do list that never seemed to get accomplished or get things marked off of it, and I just always felt like I was doing 5,000 things. I was always busy but never really moving the needle forward. So I found a way to structure my day that works for me, and I wanted to share some of those things with you in the hopes that maybe you can implement a couple of these things and find more balance in your day and actually feel like you're making progress towards your goals. The tips that I want to share with you today are really relevant for whatever your lifestyle. If you're a business owner, if you're a parent, you stay at home, you are a worker bee in the corporate life, or you're an entrepreneur, implementing some of these strategies, even just a few of them, is going to make all the difference in the world. And you don't have to implement everything. Take what you love, toss what you don't. But I definitely recommend implementing some kind of structure for your day every single day. My hope for you is that you can feel like you are just killing the game every week, and that you feel like you're getting closer to your goals and building the best life for yourself. The first thing I want to ask you is, do you have a set way that you start each day? I know a lot of people start out their day by checking their phone and checking their email. I am just so against starting your day with emails. I can't stress this enough. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. You deserve the first few hours of your day dedicated to you. So after I finish all my morning rituals, which I made a separate video that details my morning routine, and I'll leave that link in the description box if you want to check it out. You can also head over to the blog truthatude.com to see that as well, how to start your day with the perfect morning routine. But after I do my morning ritual, I get myself ready and I head into my office, which is where we are now, also known as Zolsa's room. And I spend the first 15 minutes of my day just getting organized, deciding what my top 3 non-negotiables are for that day, and then I spend the next 15 minutes getting inspired. During my get inspired time, I usually will watch a YouTube video that has some kind of business tip. I love The Business Lounge by Kimberly Ann Jimenez. She is super inspiring and puts out a ton of great content. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and I watch a video usually from her because it gets me inspired on building my business, and I will leave a link to her channel below because I just think you should check her out if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner. But I encourage you to find some way to get inspired, whether that's watching a YouTube video, listening to a pump-up song, maybe reading some affirmations, or if you record your own set of affirmations and listen to those on the daily. I really do think it's important for you to take some time at the beginning of your day to get inspired. Do something that lights you up so that you can feel pumped for the rest of your day. Once I've gotten organized, once I've gotten inspired, then I hit my top task, the hardest, most important thing that I need to get done for that day. And the reason why I started to limit myself to 3 things a day was because I was getting super overwhelmed, and then at the end of the day, if I didn't check off all the 50 things, I was really hard on myself. I am a super overachiever, and I was just kind of feeling shitty at the end of my days because I wasn't doing enough. And so I decided to limit myself, limit my focus to 3 things that I could do in my day, that if at the end of the night I only got those 3 things done, I was good with me. Then once I get those 3 things done, if I get those 3 things done, then I move into what I call my important or priorities. That those are things that are equally important, but if I don't have time to do them and they're not necessarily my top 3, no biggie, I can move them on to tomorrow. Then I like to do what I call tiny tasks. These are little mindless things like maybe a little admin work if you run a business, or fold the laundry, little household chores that need to be done that you want to do that day, but they aren't necessarily work related or goal related. They're just little tasks that you need to do to manage your life. So I set aside a little bit of time to do my tiny tasks. I recommend using some kind of planner, whether that's a journal, whether that's a day planner, or a digital planner, or some kind of digital calendar. I use a combination of both. I am super in love with the Passion Planner. I will leave a link below so that you can check it out. But I think I'm also going to transition over to the Full Focus Planner because I've been doing a little bit of research and I'm thinking that that might actually work for the structure that I like for my day. But I do love both, and I would highly recommend, if you're going to use a paper planner of some sort, checking either one of those out, the Passion Planner or the Full Focus Planner. I absolutely love Trello, and I use my Gmail calendar as well. Now, I own my own business and I am a content creator, as you can see, and I also have a lot of clients that I work with, and I have to stay organized and I have to make the most out of each day. But I also make time for myself so that I feel energized, I feel purposeful, I feel balanced, and I don't feel depleted at the end of every day. So I really encourage you to use some kind of planner. There is no sense in taking up brain space trying to remember everything when you can put it somewhere else. You can put it in a journal, you can put it on your phone in a calendar, or in some kind of life management tool. I highly recommend getting it all out of your brain and saving that headspace for things that are important, like your dreams, your goals, your relationships. One of the things that I do during my get organized time is I actually break my day into little chunks using timers. And I set breaks for myself. I work for 45 to 50 minutes, and then I do a 10 or 15-minute break every single hour. I know for some people that can be a little much, but trust me, breaking your day into little chunks is super helpful on not getting overwhelmed and staying focused. And you would be so surprised at how much you can get done in a 45 to 50-minute increment of time. And I've actually found it to enhance my productivity and my focus a millionfold. So I set up little timers on my phone to take a break, and when I take a break, I step away completely. I take my dog for a walk, I get a drink, I go potty, I grab a snack, or I do a little 15-minute dance party, I stretch, whatever, just to walk away so that when I come back, I'm not fidgety or distracted or tempted to look at my phone. At the very end of my day, I have a little section. I call it If There's Time, and that's if I absolutely crush my day and I get all my top tasks done, all of my important things done, my tiny little tasks done, then I can move into the little section, If There's Time. Because some days you feel better than others, and you have to really be gentle with yourself, and this is something that I'm learning. Sometimes your best looks different, and you just have to be kind and patient with yourself. And I'm learning this still. One of the other things that I have recently started inputting into my day, because one of my goals is to find joy or find beauty in every single day, I have started sketching out self-love appointment in my day every single day. So when I create these timers for my day, I make sure that I include meals because if you're like me and you're a super overachiever and you get laser focused in on a task, you can forget to eat. And that just is not good for you, obviously, but it happens. So make sure that you schedule time in to eat. And as I was saying before, I started scheduling some self-love time. And what I have done is I've just extended my lunch hour to be 2 hours. And after I have my meal and I tidy up my space, I just do whatever I need to do that day to love on me a little bit. Sometimes that's going to the park with a book and reading. Sometimes that's taking a nap, getting in a little snoozer. Sometimes that's singing and working on some music. Sometimes that's zoning out to a little bit of TV. Whatever it is, to just dote on myself for a little bit of time. I color sometimes in my coloring book. And if you don't color, I highly encourage you to start coloring because it's amazing. I know what you're thinking, that if you work in an office or you have a really rigorous job, that this might seem impossible to you, but I challenge that. I challenge that you can find time to scroll on social media, find time to bullshit at the water cooler. You can find 10, 15 minutes to take to yourself every single day, even if you work in a crazy corporate job or you work in a super rigorous profession. You have time for you. And I encourage you to do this because you are the only you that you get. At the end of my day, I actually have another ritual. It's called my shut it down ritual. And I don't know about you, how you close down or leave for work. A lot of people just step away from their desk and drive home. They don't actually like tidy up their workspace or set themselves up for the next day. My shut it down ritual, I make it a point to look at my to-do list, cross off what I've done, and take a little time to acknowledge what I've accomplished that day and give myself a little bit of a high five so that I feel good, like I felt like I accomplished something at the end of my day. Then I actually will look ahead and make sure that I know what appointments I have, what meetings, what calls, and I make sure to jot a little note down for the next day so that I'm prepared and say, okay, keep that in mind. I have a meeting tomorrow or I have a call tomorrow, just so that it's top of mind. And then I shut everything down and I walk away. Now I work from home, so it's really important for those of you working from home to actually walk away and shut it down. Shut your brain down. You are no longer available for work. And trust me, I used to have a job that required me to be on call, and I even found time and ways to shut it down. So make sure that you do that too. It's very important to have separation between work and real life. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful at all, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Maybe share it with a friend who is equally busy. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you didn't like this video, that's okay. Leave me a comment and tell me why. And also, it's time for question of the day. Question of the day, pretty simple. How do you start your day? I want to know. Leave me a comment. And if you want more content, more inspiration, head over to the blog, truthatude.com. Don't forget, if you're not already, follow me on social media. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.